listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie aka the only Miss Fairfucker in this YouTube streets, and happy Friday. I don't know which day this is. Is this episode gonna go up tonight or tomorrow morning? Tomorrow morning. Yeah. Happy Saturday, guys. I know this episode was supposed to come to you guys yesterday, but we are shooting yesterday for you guys, and it is quite late right now, so we don't want to give you something that maybe you won't be ready for. But anyway, ninjas, it is Saturday, and we're here with Dr. Hottie. Chami, how are you?
Good yourself, ma'am.
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm pretty much okay, hey?
You look very
how? Very spiritual. Very spiritual. Or very what? Between the two, what is it? Or between what? Very what? Very spiritual.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Or very serious. Okay. How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you, my friend.
I'm good.
How are you? Eish.
Times are hard.
Yeah.
Times are hard. I mean, the things of which are happening this year are extraordinary, hey?
Is it?
The issue of deaths and all that, even the weather also doesn't allow us to work that much. That's true,
Shem.
Yes.
We can decide we're going to shoot in the morning. I'll just get a call in the morning. Hello. Chami.
You know what's the issue? The issue of being self-employed is not hard. Because if you're not self-employed, you can drive Obata or chase up at Rona, the CEO, Shem, I can't. Like a CEO, I can't. Being a CEO, you control yourself, my friend. No.
Sorry.
Washa.
Chami. Yeah, no, I know, Shem. How many times? We were supposed to shoot at 9 a.m. today.
What time is it now?
And what time is it now? It's 5:45.
Seriously?
You were busy, my friend.
Cold, that's cold.
Chami, okay, so you came dressed in your, I don't know, this is your traditional healing attire, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Plus also it is both. Traditional healing attire plus the church attire.
Yeah. So before we get to whatever we're going to talk about now, I would like to just ask, did you see what's happening with Skhotheni? Her basically resigning from being a Sangoma. I saw
a video, a small clip, something like that. I saw someone talking about that, that Skhotheni has left being a Sangoma. Is it serious? So
she was being exposed.
Oh, the issue of Amatwasana doing what?
And some people saying she scammed them money.
Okay. You know what's happening? So do you think maybe it's because of that?
I don't know. I mean, it's happening at the same time. Is it a coincidence? I don't know.
We don't know. You know what's happening? If Skhotheni or just left being a Sangoma or just dropped being a Sangoma, I won't pretty much blame her. Because of the life of being a Sangoma, being truthfully, in this life of today is very toxic. You can become a Sangoma, because being a Sangoma, you are just in the middle of everything. One, you can be a Sangoma, performing the very same things to that other client, doing the very same thing to this other client, but one can win, one can lose. So it's just a matter of something along. I don't know how to put it, but Sangoma bu toxic, now I won't lie. Especially in this life of social media, everything is being shown on social media. You can imagine a Twasana of which maybe you initiated, let's say 5 years ago. Or 10 years ago. Kona sengabuya no cheka TikTok or wena o moskemile or awaitsa tsona. Where was she all along? I don't know. Are you really Skhotheni? It will like it's even next. But in Tweki Chongore, Naki mo blame me out Sangoma. I was once at that level of Sangoma. And my question is, did Skhotheni stop practicing or stop healing people or helping people, or did she stop everything like Dindumba, Auto Chesa, Auto Lasha, or like what's happening on that?
Everything. I really love potion hasabaf. So those that took love potions from Skhotheni, because from what I've heard, love potions need to be renewed.
Yeah.
Start kissing your husbands behinds because they are about to fuck off. Sekinako.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I'm telling you, because who are they going to renew from?
No, we are here.
But all I'm saying is that sometimes there's that thing, Ahuri. People actually do different stuff in terms of.
Yeah, which is true.
Do you understand? We have some traditional healers that use clean muti.
Yeah.
And then we've got some traditional healers that tap into dirty muti.
Yes.
And they can't help it.
No, it's
so
true.
when you don't know the one that you're gonna go to, what
even also now at this moment, the muti of which she used, we don't know whether mine is stronger than that one or hers is weaker.
And then it's not gonna work the right way.
I understand.
So now and at this point, from what I saw, she wasn't even taking calls from Matwasana High. So what about when not just a little old client? Hey, Gogo, my husband is leaving. You would only one because she's blue ticking like hoot.
But I can blame. I can blame. I want to Skhotheni.
No, I also don't.
You know I can blame. You know Owamie. Musebetio rufilwe ne. But rufilwe it is like we just Satan in Chonsi because of the things of which we are being exposed to. Say you can't even handle them. And secrecy within Ubungoma. Then you get to be in this thing. You have to keep all those secrets. Some of them, I saw one video. She was saying, some of Matwasana were dating one another. And it's seriously like now, let's say when I go to you get there by Manduma, you start dating Matwasana man. Kito yetsa ole myamoholo.
Unchapa.
Ko shapa jwang o tlo ntshwarisa. Ka o sa no tshwa ke abusive. Ka o sa no tshwa ke harasa batho. So the life of today, it is no longer like nako rena khale re tshwasa. Hona nje like things of each other. Like now you can imagine couldn't they do something like a group call ba buele Skhotheni?
Chami, she has been at
so TikTok like
no, but let's be honest, they tried. Especially the lady that I had. I won't talk about the others because I had this other one. And she tried. She's been messaging her. Oh, girl will read and Bluetooth her. No, but if it was somewhere now, you should understand that spiritually you are responsible for me. Because literally bring back my twassering money so that I can go somewhere and twassa there.
The time of which you spend it, Lina. You
are the one that is breaching the contract because the agreement is that a govela and their matwasana, that is your govela for life. That is your spiritual parent for life.
Let me tell you something. For a twassa of which is loyal, that is a lifetime contract. Mara for a twassa elongore, halisila net.
That was that I had talking to me. She even Skhotheni admitted she had nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
Wanyana Oleshem, she had no issue. And even when she was talking, she was calling her Baba. And I was like, why even? Do you understand? Because Yena now she claims to Endumbeni you speak to her.
But if Skhotheni Lena, just tell you something. Let's get them guarantee Skhotheni rotwelets. Skhotheni, to make it to me. And it to me might change guys, I was just playing. To make it to me. So whatever thing of which she says, whatever thing of which she does, it's something of which you should also just sometimes just say, no, Skhotheni spoke. Because of today, she might say that. But next week or next month, she must say, she can say, guys, so it's something along way. For a fact, this industry, it's more than 10 years to me, Isangoma, or even 15 years. I don't think it will be that easy for her to just let go of
No, but this is not anything that shocked me. Like her actually coming out and saying that she's no longer a Sangoma, it did not shock me whatsoever. What real traditional healer do you know that would come publicly and say that Muti doesn't work?
Some other things
How? Because muti is literally the basic core of what you guys do. You help people through their ancestors' tellings, and they tell you to go and dig up umuti, where,
okay,
get this muti and help people. So not only did she just discredit or the muti doesn't work, now she's basically saying, in Dumbeni, you speak to nobody there.
How possibly can she say that?
No,
like you know, I wish I saw everything because of I'm basically talking about something which I wanna.
Okay, let me show you. No, let me show you this video here.
Because of not to say that we are Makasa, so the list of which she was giving people. How can she say?
That's why now I'm saying, like, is that not being a scam? Because for me, that's being a scam.
Then again,
okay, Ash.
I can think of it. Like besikhuluma sodwa like uhleli lapha endumbeni uyakhuluma uma nizohlanya nina nizohlanya
I understand.
like besikhuluma sodwa ukhuluma nobani lokushaya izandla
So by so saying, do you know what does she mean? On the other hand, you can say whenever you are praying, clapping hands, like upatla. Okay.
Okay.
How patla?
Yeah.
Then you talk to ancestors. I get. Unzo tell us neifi or tell a mate or tell a what. I get. Then how rappel or shapa matzo depends on what you do. Or pamisa matzo waiting. So it literally means whenever you are, whenever how patla, no one is there. So even when it comes to prayer, it can be also the similar thing. So, hi na are ubishai zandla we one in Dumben, guys. To me, sometimes does things don't need to trend. Being truthful, there's no such thing. Number one, by saying Gogo Skhotheni, I get everyone knew to me by the name Gogo Skhotheni, not anyone else. Then. Not any other name. Then afterwards, she became famous because of that. She became famous because of being Isangoma. She became famous because of healing, Igriso, and all that. By the time she started Facebook, whatever she is today, being Skhotheni, being being on Mojalav, being on all those big production companies of which we are hiring her for anything of some sort. Ubile more because of Gogo Skhotheni. Ubile more because of egos. I don't know if you get my point. So I can understand how can Yena are anything like Owamie? It's like today Hoti says I'm no longer Isangoma. I'm no longer healing people. Umuti is fake. Umuti is what? I don't think I will kill on my right senses by doing that because of whatever thing of which I have, the cars of which I have, the house of which I have. Any property which I have, I don't know if you get my point. Any house in Alinyon is because of Umuti. Any car of which I've driven and I'm about to drive also is because of Umuti. There is no other thing. She can be a DJ. She can be on any businesses. She can be exposed to South Africa as a whole. Mara, the only thing of which he gave her the right steps or the first steps to anything else or everything else of which she does today on today's world is because of Bongaka. It's because of Muti. So I could say I could say or there is some kind of industry of which she knows one. And Skhotheni the way I didn't clever thing. That girl, she's smart. I'm telling you. She will never do something like this. Mahala hala hala hala. Believe you me. There is this industry she can never just do something like this. Never. This is a very big step. A big step.
But Angiri allegedly she recently got married. Maybe the new husband has influence on that.
Maybe.
Maybe that can also be another
because
thing.
of being truthfully, whatever thing of which what else do you know Skhotheni for? Besides being Isangoma from the beginning. But
no, I think this is one thing that a lot of us have been having questions, and maybe you can help us here. Can you just quit being a Sangoma?
You can't quit being a Sangoma because of you didn't choose to be a Sangoma. How about a Sangoma? Number one, thousands. I give you know. Seriously. Oyabonga because of unokula. You were sick. Ukurisa kibadim. Badimba ukudisa. Ubanengulo yedlusi. Uma banengulo yedlusi, you can't sleep. Badimba ubonsa dinto. Badimba bua loena. Badimu they do many things. Badimu can create many situations in your life or honor ubuye ebungomen. these people of which are going to ubungoma feeling good, being healthy, fresh, mutusu dola mukana ya bungomeng na wonder hotwa wetsala ing, but uya ebungomeni uhluphekile ehlozini, uhluphekile moyeni. 90% of people of which are going to ubungoma, they go there being depressed, anxiety, stressed, everything tlhakatlhakana. So you can never just say I quit ubungoma, because of whenever or you quit ubungoma, those voices of which were talking to you, those voices of which were directing you, whenever you are going to initiation school, uyaboniswa ukuthi kumele ngekubani. If ungaboniswa uyatshelwa. So you can't just quit ubungoma. Hence I've said, did Skhotheni quit giving people muti, or Skhotheni bent down in Ndumba? Like me now today I can say I'm no longer practicing ubungoma, like on social media. Then in Ndumba I still have my Ndumba, I still have my things, I still partner, I still acknowledge amadlozi wami, I still do seasonal ceremonies of which I have to do. So the question between this thing was, it did she denounce being ubungoma or ukhathetse kufa batho ditlhare? Wantshola kiring? Or yena Ndumba owanka ulochisa. That's what I'm waiting for. Then I'll judge.
No, I don't know, because I think with the video, isn't it, she said that she's no longer practicing. So we do not know, is it just a matter of she's no longer practicing, or is like Indumba vele going down? You understand?
If Indumba is going down, she'll do a video as she said into. Mara, if not, Ndumba will always remain there. Many Sangomas like they do that, but they don't publicly announce that I'm no longer a Sangoma. You are still a Sangoma. You still have your things. Being a Sangoma is not you being on social media. You can be a Sangoma having your Indumba, and it as long as Indumba is there is nothing wrong. So maybe she does have Indumba, then she does upatla loco and everything. Then sabata fellow on the public platform, marketing what, talking about what, I've been positioning you. About that Sangoma of which you couldn't feel like this life of being a Sangoma, Owamie, I'm telling you, it is very, very toxic.
But now the question that I'm having is, are there no consequences of coming publicly and talking things like that? Your ancestors can't punish you. You're out here saying it's and it's nothing. Muti doesn't work.
No, they won't. Badimu
so Badimu, they're not there on TikTok. And then so right now, all these Sangomas that are consulting on TikTok.
Badimu are on TikTok. Mamela. There are those Sangomas of which are consulting on TikToks for free. They consult on TikTok. They do what? You know, all those Sangomas of which are there on TikTok, 90% of them, they are Sangomas on TikTok, but if you go deep into their lives, I want to Sangoma mo. Like how na Sangoma, some of them they are Sangomas on TikTok. I'll consult you. Now I've never been. I guess you set live TikTok as well. Now if you want me, you come and do me. Not on my lives on my TikToks. That's why we face this hell and problems of which we are having. Now TikTok is
someone is gonna
TikTok is Owamie TikTok like.
Someone is gonna be there telling you need to trust. That person never trusts. That person sees nothing. Whether you walk around believing.
I saw a variety of Sangoma. I think there were 12 on TikTok live. They were consulting one man. Nonsense. That one's on TikTok live, and about running back anymore live being there about 1 point something. So you can imagine all those kind of things. So if one day I wish I can just wake up TikTok by Ben.
Tommy, it's a form of income for a lot of people.
But when because of ubunyanga, for you to get on social media on YouTube, it was money, serious money. Data get I give Facebook, TikTok ain't quality. Whoever link them gonna feel in but YouTube or not those few Sangomas. People could not could afford Obuama million. So TikTok, I think they're about, I don't know, 5 million Sangomas of I get a arrangement. So So yeah, that's it. But Skhotheni, I don't think Skhotheni, for knowing her background or Lantombazana, suffered to become a Sangoma. It was not just a simple journey for her. I don't think maybe I got right that easily. So what I'm saying is this: people must not be against Skhotheni leaving Ubungoma. She can leave Ubungoma.
I don't think people are against
they
her.
They are. Bamuraka.
No, you know why Bamuraka, Chomi? It's because of the stuff that she was doing, the stuff that she was getting exposed for right now, and the fact that her Matwasana, in order to get hold of her, they had to get hold of her on TikTok live. Meanwhile, they were trying to communicate with her privately, and she was not responding. And I think the other issue here is, you know, when it's one case, it's a different matter. When it's two, it's alarming. When it's three, it's shocking. When it's four, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it really is a lot. And I feel like, okay, that is fine. When you've decided that you are going to take this huge decision, this huge step, we're happy for you. Spirituality is an individual journey. But then I just hope that she actually had a meeting with Matwasana High, those that are not evil. Those that maybe, you know, they've never done her wrong or anything like that. Sit down with them to say, listen, I'm retiring. I'm going to be leaving you in the warm hands of Dr. Hoti.
Wait.
No, I'm not saying you, but do you understand?
Because of something else.
Yes, you understand.
Yes.
Which means you now, when you as a traditional healer, I need to, there are times where I've heard you ask your ancestors to say, can you give me a break? Do you understand? Can you let me be now? And then there's a ceremony from what I've heard that they can be able to do. I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
Let's say maybe when I have to trust, I can. You are 13 years or 14 years, like in that the way they did. Then I was given a white pizza that school. After finishing school, then after finishing school, I had to now start practicing. So if you are old like Skhotheni, there is no work like that. Not unless when you convert, we are creating a bazalwan.
Okay.
Bazalwan, they can take your mutis, magono through to the river.
Okay.
Then ditsamai, especially the kereketse doing like bozesisi,
Oh, they are able to do that.
Yeah, they're able to do that.
Okay.
Coming to church wise, bazalwan, nobody chase again. Now when they can bend those things within 3 to 4 months, you die. Now when they can bend those things within 3 to 4 months, that trauma that. Now when they can do that, then you become something. As I remember one woman who long of which chicken ya batch, I won't say which church is that. You know that woman after let's bongak. Unkile fell and took it 2 months. From this part, she died. So that's why Kichokere that Gogo's Skhotheni is very wise. She can never just take that huge decision like that without setting her things right.
But no, not the part that I'm not understanding is that the shocking part to me is that from everything that I've heard when it comes to ancestors, it seems like they enjoy punishing you. Before you go to trust, if you decide to leave, sometimes they will kill you, things will not go well and stuff. They have no punishment of you coming online and insulting them. It's you're talking alone.
They do. Ancestors do punish you.
So,
and ancestors do listen. But because
like they don't know phone.
No, wasn't no when need mamela on mana like
okay.
She can say anything I batang, but she knows niti pilunya high. So she can say anything. Like onache badimung we're not gonna la manzila ones full. Get my point? Well, when now you know that you are just making an example about this, it's a full. They cannot punish you for that. So now hence I'm saying, she can say everything and anything on social media by any time because of Barcelona Barata di Tab. They are always on that thing out. To me will say this, to me will do that. Pela we are not that thing it's man. We are that thing is pushing life and all that. Her life roams around Mtoga of Lion. You're not being on stage at DJ Ayeteng. She needs people to talk about her. So, but and she knows. She knows ke ba shaking. Wa ntse ke bua. So ba tla tla Skhotheni this. Skhotheni yena wa itse ba. That's why ka usane o ska mo makalla a re yena ke ngaka o ko kae.
I wouldn't be shocked. The same way that even now I'm not shocked. In all honesty, I think if I just put it really clear, I don't give a damn. I just don't care. I don't even care enough to be shocked. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I think what for me is that even if it was a matter of Yena, she's deciding that she's leaving. You're talking alone.
That's a lie. Number one in Dumbeni, idlozili khona in Dumbeni, and idlozili khona kuwe as umuntu. Esalthwasela. Phela by saying in Dumbeni you talk alone. In Dumba phela it's more like umsamo. Umsamo is everywhere. Umsamo is an ancestral place, or it can be in the form of a house. It can be in a form of bapansi where we just do something like stones like this. It can be in a form of a prayer room. That's umsamo. So whenever you are in umsamo, we believe with amatongo alap, because first and foremost, whenever upatile motho komabitling, we take in intlabati, or maybe sometimes we just pray mabitling. Then we say, let's get a salamo ozan ekai. Then you direct them with ekaya gula umsamo ula. So it is impossible for one to believe something like that. And maemong au as well. Questing is katisizwe, imitation mixed to izizwe. Those that muti, it's something of which can even speak, even though it's put inside the bottle like this. Inside the bottle like this. So you can never say in Dumbe you're talking alone. It depends on Uguchi usanza kumoya wehlozi or umoya one. They choke alone. Because of we differ.
But now, I have said this before. Remember, if you're not a real Sangoma, fairly, you will not talk to anyone there. That's why you can come out and say there's nothing there, because there will be nothing there. Not for me personally, I will not lie.
So, in Dumbeni, there are spirits, Owamie. Depending on which spirit is that, depending on who then on that issue, you can never claim in Dumbeni there is you are talking alone. Number one, ancestors, they know time. You sabela. When I'm like this alone in Dumbeni, they can just keep quiet. But whenever someone is entering in, they'll speak. Which this person will by 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can never say in Dumbeni we speak alone. We speak namaklos. And namaklos are the ones of which are giving us direction in order for us to heal anyone or to heal someone how. Pela healing, you can come with one problem, but I can never heal you the same. Because of we have to consult first. Then badima tokona obuar ometeso. But if yena she believes she was speaking alone, or she does speak alone, or whatever thing of which it is that. Na kinabtata. What I know, Kore, Skhotheni maybe to let's say because of the way this field it is so toxic. In this field we have Isingaba. In this field we have people of which are competing with others each and every day. In this field we are being threatened each and every day. In this field you get enemies day by day. So the most prominent thing of which can drive her to this extent is because of the toxicity or whatever thing which come bongake. That's what I can say. Earlier on, before, but now, if you're having many clients, kimatata. If you're having what, kimatata. So the issue of ugupigisana again, it is something eka. And remember, the issue of Maweni also can contribute to this.
How chum?
Handle. Those issue of fights and all that. And again, how about to buy evil? On air. I don't know. I don't care who says what, who does what. How about to buy evil? Twasas are evil. Nagi pumile poisonaka because of matwas. I can say many things. So even Liena, if she were to tell,
no, she did say Liena, she was once poisoned.
Yeah, matwasana. Oh, ukafel. Matwasana are quotes in a way you some of them can even claim that you raped them. Some of them can even claim many things. Now I even stopped to trust this side. It was 2022. Then 2023 kabila matwasana 2023 tsa fela ka ema happy 2024 last year ka bulela happy of which ke itshola because of ntwe happy because of matosana ka mogomo so msebetsi o badimo ba batla go yetse asina ke batla gore go yetse if I had any choice ngebe ke re a tsa batla mathosana ke batla yeme they ba leng evil ka te so this work needs amadoda omaphika ngenkani batho ba re namo I'm doing this because of besides that batla thola we ikhamme ka thapa so sure the way into tse di leng there was a story of ke prekise le thwasana I'm telling you, me a twasa of which ha ke so monela le mapona pona ha ke so monela le kai I'm telling you the way mathwasana a leng ka teng phela omunye umuntu akathunya idlozi uthunya ubufebe ethongweni I'm telling you an honest truth so uma ithunya umoya obufebe the spirit of lust hanza nshebile ke bua ontsa ngkhalla then hosane utlile mole ha tlile mole wa o seduce things like that they do happen I've been ntontseo then how wena umuhana kapa wena umreject hosane there's a story about you so I'm trying to say Skhotheni if really look at tsebongaka tsa mo phumula ngwana mme o khathetse ithata ntwe lento le inzima ba bangwa ba lawyer in your family na family nyaka some family members saka they believe that every nthongolengwe impetsa lam families because of me so it is not ubunyanga is not something as simple the way people think you can encounter lifu on your family whenever someone is dying or whenever someone is bahlokofala it's not like ngwana ukutsi or ngwana something happened to the child no we're not molaili so again we must remember Skhotheni from that senior his son about her son passing away last year dying that thing again can contribute to that extent you're rising at lebongaka I've been on that same situation you know that some other people do think or molaili so when only one busibu you ask yourself ngwana hlokofetse I get ngwana ska hlokofetse what really contributed to ngwana gona ra hlokofala then how only one iyaoja le nna ke cho after this that thing where it's bana baka I felt like I wish ngare ngatwela ntwe because of I had to explain bana ba hlokofetse jwang but I was not there bana baka ba hlokofala so it is hard I don't know ngai bua jwang ntwe batho ngwa bona or they know bana ba hoti ba bolewe 1 2 3 4 mara dipelong tsa bona mahlong a bona o khona bona even though we not explain bona they feel hore you killed bana like nna bana ba ka ba fetsa go hlokofala batho ba bangata mathwasana mangata pele ba tsamaya wa ntse ke bua ha ba tsamaya ba move away ba tsamaya ba etsa eng na I knew very well or no ha ba believe ntwe bolaileng bana ile yone ba bolaileng they believe I'm the one who killed my own children how can I do that Owamie you know I have a child kontle I should have just maybe if not try ke bola batho ke bola ngwana ka kontle each and every day so some other things they are being done there are some situations of which pushes you to that extent I no longer want anything of which has to do with this like now on my heart I even had this feeling out I no longer want to have church I no longer want to have ubungoma ngasla tlhatsa badimo tlebulanse le ka ntombeng but what I want to do kwetsa ke stop practice that thing kila rana monna haholo after losing my 2 kids so these are things of which di ka mo pusha wa bona ntwe ha imonate nna ga tlo bua maka go hlokofala motho ke mamma just because of when you are living a better life
you failed matric
matata
We're somewhere in the family.
We're somewhere in the family.
You
now,
get a car accident, someone.
There's someone in the family. Like now, I get him. Now I've been that person of which in my family ke biterenyana. I ke biterenyana. Some of them they believe ukuthi ngathi bula idlozi la sekhaya. Lisebenzela mina ngedwa. I've heard those stories. Ke a ditsi bantho tse ka fela tsona. So, you know there was a point where my family members were not even visiting my place. So it is like how visit wa go haka maybe le bana bona ba tla hlokofala so these are things which are happening to me I can blame akaba kara situation because of being pushed ke mathata bilente Owamie go sholla ke ngwana iwan it's a trauma of a lifetime o sholla ke 2 It's abnormal. But if Mujima batla jwalo or not etsa. By the way, guys, for people of which are gamblers, I have something for you. Please do make sure that you call me or you text me. Then it is just something like this. This thing manipulates imishini yoku gambula, manipulates whatever thing of which you are betting. It's either online or you go there by the casino or in anything of which you are gambling at. It's either casino gambling games, your Hollywood bets and all that. Please try ukuthola upondole gambula. Ayahluka, they rate from this one, the other one, that one. This is not ukutwala. There is no blood required, but you must probably know that. Have
money.
But small money, just something small. 4,000 rand is nothing.
Yes, sir.
For this upondo. But I'm telling you, you will win double. You will come and testify ukuthi upondo luka udila ngenza upondo. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how it is.
Phew, what a mouthful, hey?
That's how it is.
What a mouthful. But anyway, I think that for me, as we're closing,
yes,
I will go ahead and just say that I think if you are a gobela,
yes,
you have a higher purpose. You're just like a pastor
or a bishop
of a church. You are at a position of power. You are at a position where either God or your ancestors have entrusted you to lead
those people.
You understand? So you do need to be selfless more than a normal Owamie that does not have to be responsible for someone's soul and spirituality. Because I did see some of the people that were complaining to say, what are we supposed to do now? Because Islam is the one that sent me to you. So now what am I supposed to do and stuff like that? Which obviously I won't get too much into that because now I really don't know anything when it comes to that. But I do feel like, I don't know how it happens. But again,
no, I get your point. What you're trying to say is this. It's like a lecture of which taught you or at a nursing school or anything of some sport or of some sort. Then jigijigu sare not teaching I be teaching. Good, like I get your point. Or naku lead to God. Then tomorrow I say there is no God. So it is something like that.
Yes.
Now what I'm thinking is this. Normally more like a normal human being. I think the approach she used it is wrong. The approach I get. So now what I can say is this. Idlozi look to my gimme. Uzothwasa gimme. But it is not like idlozi look to me to ukatlego. Na my name ikatlego. Kikatlego ka tswalo ka nama. Idlozi lakho look to me kulong phethe ngaphakathi. That's why we have this thing of whenever we are saying our incantations, whenever we are sibingelela, we say besu gogo wami. Angithi you will say ugogo wami Skhotheni nsizwa kabani bani, or you say Chiranchichi nsizwa kaHuti. That's my what you call my idlozi name and stuff. So bona they must just carry on impande, continue the way it is. Again, then it doesn't mean yena not being there as ukobela wabo. They must stop what they are doing. And not being ukobela. Like now, let's say should Skhotheni die, you can never say Skhotheni shonile impande ifile. Impande is still there. They must continue with what they've been given. For example, they are given amagono, they are given amatambo, they are given what? They must practice ubungoma and continue. And continue respecting her for what she has been to them. Then that's it. The issue of them running on social medias and all that will never help them or will never bring their kobela back kubo. So it's a matter of just dealing with the matter the way it is, accepting whatever which is happening, then that's it. Because of whatever thing it pushes in your no one knows. And a little now Sunday they can wake up just being like that. So nagongo batla born again or you want to live something else, or you want to live another life. Nagongi stress, Sangomas are suffering from serious anxiety and depression. And you know Ronald in the olden days people became Sangomas when they were old. So now we become Sangomas relebana. Then we tend to live a very oldish life.
How old are you?
Now, people.
How old are you?
So all that very same issue. So you can imagine practicing this thing from as early as 14 years up until today. It's not the Pap and Flakes issue. And Lena, I know she practiced early. So you can imagine, okay, it's something of which is a bit hectic. Now going to know what I'll feel monad. Like now, how am I track suit? I started wearing track suit from 2024 last year. It was my first time ever. Now you just get me on formal. Last year in Nagarai, how? Since like real. Now I'll never take. I'll never a sneaker. Last year was my first time. 2024 was my first time. 2024 was my first time since I became a normal somebody. So now going the responsibility of Amadrozi Barifawana. Itata. Marananga still Bongoma era die. No era die. Nankasuhuni. Oh, I mean that's it for me. I'll never leave Bungoma. There is no career in my life of which ngebe infile a house or a place with 7 million. There is no career in my will have never given me that. There is no career in my life maybe now there are people of which bafodile today because of na. There is no career in my life ngebe infile plots. I have cows, I have goats, I can never leave Bungoma. I rather die. No, really, I rather die. I can never leave Bungoma. Bona bakabotwella Bungoma abashiye sila. Like really.
Bazabuya bantoleshe.
Sili konala. Kiakula Owamie, I am poor, I am how. I will never leave Bungoma, my dear. Right now I'm building a mansion because of Bungoma. I will never leave Bungoma. I am manukwala video
thank you so much for actually joining us. There is a part that you touched on,
yes.
And if you saw, I didn't comment anything on it,
yeah,
because I feel like we'll have our own video where we just sit down and talk about that.
Okay,
yeah, but anyway, ninjas, thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you had any other questions, I hope that I asked the questions that you guys also had. At least you did give us some insight, because for some of us we didn't understand what is actually going on. But anyway, thank you so much, ninjas, for joining us. We love you guys. We'll see you guys on our next upload. Mwah. Bye.